I want to dispel a few myths and lies about sex. We are living in the most sex-saturated, sex-obsessed culture the world's ever known, in my opinion. I call it sexual anarchy. And we're paying a very heavy price for this betrayal. I will demonstrate. If aliens came down today and landed in America, which is where they always land, and they decided they would watch movies to learn about our species, they would get a grossly misrepresented view of what sex is actually like between two people. For instance, according to Hollywood, here's a few lies you've probably grown accustomed to. Number one, hot people always have great sex, right? Whether it's a brief fling or one night stand, if you get two hot people in bed, it is instant chemistry. They know exactly what to do. They orgasm at the same time like a perfectly choreographed dance. They go to bed, they wake up in the morning, their makeup's still perfectly in place, their hair's still perfectly in place, and this just must be what life is like for all the beautiful people and their perfectly beautiful lives. Leaving you to think one of two things to yourself. Either you're thinking, well, I'm a pretty good-looking person, so I guess I'm just going to have great sex. Or you're thinking, I'm not very good-looking, I probably never will be, so am I just going to have, like, crappy sex for the rest of my lonely and pathetic life? I have good news for you. Or bad news, depending on how hot you think you are. Your level of hotness, according to Hollywood's nebulous, superfluous, ever-changing, and completely irrelevant set of beauty standards, has no bearing whatsoever over the quality of sex you can have over the course of your adult life. I promise. Hollywood did not invent sex. Lie number two. If you watch the bromance comedies or the jock comedies, sometimes the tubby, affable, but not very attractive pot-smoking loser with a cool personality can also bag a really hot chick if he tries hard enough, right? But it's never the other way around. When was the last time you saw a movie featuring a fat, ugly girl desperately trying to bag a really hot guy and then finally does? They don't make a lot of movies like that, do they? Nope. Because in Hollywood, all the women are super hot. They're always ready for sex. They're pretty much always the ones initiating sexual contact. So ladies, if that's not you, according to Hollywood, you're just going to have to get with the program or be miserable and alone for the rest of your lives. Hollywood hates women. And if the sex scandal rocking Hollywood for the last couple of years hasn't proven that to you empirically, I can't help you. Your level of hotness has no bearing over these things. Lie number three. According to Hollywood, in order to be great at sex, I've got to have sex with lots of people so that I can practice on them and get better at it. If you believe that, can I just state here for the record that I truly pity the people you intend to practice on over the next 5 or 10 years while you think you're getting better at sex? It's not like getting your driver's license. People aren't cars that you practice on. We've been having sex as a species from the beginning of human history. Just like we've been eating and sleeping and pooping and walking around, we've been copulating, procreating, and repopulating the earth, meaning you're innately endowed as a human with the ability to have sex with someone else, know what goes where, and often find some enjoyment in said activity, having never practiced. And I would know that better than most of you because I've been having sex now with my wife for the last 20 years, and I saved myself for marriage. I'm no slouch. The only thing more sex with more people will make you great at is short-term relationships. Because once a relationship becomes physical, it's all at least one person in the relationship, usually the guy, ever wants to do when you're together. And a relationship will die a very quick public death when it becomes strictly physical. So what then do we need for healthy relationships, Jeromy? Well, you need love. What is love?